Alright, time to get back into some more FF5. Gotta get ready for podcasting. I just got the airship. Which means it's almost time to get my 4th job. I just got Dark Flash. Which means I need to see how can I get level 2 old. It's the next step here. How can I get slightly older? Let's look up FF5 Blue Magic. So, I'm trying to establish a very useful combination of skills which will unlock something known as Death by Math, because I have blue mages. You can do a good amount of level manipulation in FF5. And by manipulating the level of some of your opposing monsters and bosses, turns out that level 5 death is... it gets through all immunities to instant death. And so if you can set your opponent's level to be a multiple of 5, you can just kill them outright. Some bosses are just naturally a multiple of 5, but some of them need a little help. And for the ones that need a little help, you can use blue magic... old, which is level 2 old, which if your opponent's level is a multiple of 2, they will slowly get older, which will cause them to lose a level, I believe, every second. And so you can time it so that you can cast level 5 death when their level is a multiple of 5. A multiple of 5. Or you can use Black Shock, that will also do it. Okay, so level 2 old, this guy's... got someone at Castle X Death. That's not yet. I might not have access to level 2 old for a bit. That'd be annoying. Level checker. Where are you, level checker? I don't think you're for a while. Interdimensional, yeah. I'm not going to be able to get level 2 old for a bit. Okay, so I can't death by math things too early. That's fine. I do want access to arrow, though, so I'm just gonna go in here and deal with some books. I'm gonna fight some books. Just get my characters access to a little more useful blue magic. Because I'm going into the Earth Cave, so... because it's Earth Ship. It's an airship. Level 5 death. That's not a cool one. That's not what I wanted to see. Real jerk move there. I already have level 5 death. Kill this guy, and then we get this guy, I think. He would teach me Moon Flute if I didn't already have it. But I do, so I don't need you. I need the guy who uses Arrow, which is the gargoyle-looking one. Oh, no. Well, now this is an easy fight. My characters are all going to auto-attack. I don't even have to click anything. There we go. This guy will cast Arrow, if he survives long enough. Cast Arrow, please, before you die. Oh, died. Died too fast. Alright. Okay, there we go. So as long as I survive this, I should get Arrow, which would unlock my better moves. Well, it'll unlock a good move for me. I might as well use Moon Flute. Let's make this fight quick. Cut these fools up. Page 64. It's a cool set of enemies. in the library with the books opening up to different pages and then giving you different monsters depending on which page opens. It's a cool level, cool monster design. They reuse it in FF9. They have an homage to it. It's kind of funny that this is not a design that they have gone back to. I guess the gigantic book that's much bigger than your characters is a little bit odd to represent in more realistic Final Fantasy games. I like that each of the pages is a multiple of, is a factor of 2, so 64, 128, 256. And I'm sure the other ones are 32 and 16? There's 64. You can really chain a lot of these enemies, too, because they just keep... I don't know what the algorithm is to determine if you're going to get another page or if it's going to die. Yep, page 32. There we go. Okay, so I should have arrow 2. Yep, learned arrow 2. Excellent. Alright, got some more blue magic. Now it's time to head back out of this place. And I'm gonna need to get the lodestone, which is how I... Oh no, can I not? Okay, there we go. I usually don't come back in here, so I am less familiar with the path out than I am with the path in. Heal everyone up. And now that I've got the airship, I believe I need to just fly into the crescent, talk to Sid and Mid. Landing this is actually surprisingly difficult because this is real twitchy. Come on. There we go. Nailed it. Now we gotta learn about the lodestone. We gotta get a nice artifact that's gonna let our ship fly even higher. Got something to tell you. Yep, saw the ruins. They got a book. Earth crystals in that thing. Apparently the Earth crystal had a flying fortress that protected it. Totally, of course. It is the Earth crystal after all. So let's start it up. How can we get that high? Let me pass you this cigarette. And with this, you'll get high. Adamantine will fly higher. Okay, time to go to the meteorite. Fight a boss. Time to fight the Adamantoise. What does the Adamantoise... What is the Adamantoise weak against? FF5. Adamantoise. Okay. Fly over to here. What are you weak against? Tell me your secrets. 2000 HP, that's not very high. Do you have any status weaknesses that let me one hit kill you? Poison. I can doom it. Oh, I can fraction it. Okay, so I can Deathclaw it. Cool. And what's its level? Just in case. Just in case I can... Oh, it's level 20. Oh, even better. I can just level 5 death this thing. Dope. The Blue Mage just opens up so many weird ways to win fights. But FF5 just has a lot of weird ways to win fights. Like, you can reduce things levels, you can jack up your own character's levels, you can have a number of different status effects that all will really disproportionately impact your enemies. There's buffs. You can completely disable your enemies with stop and paralyze. Adamantite. It's a really interesting design. And since this is not my first 4-job Fiesta, there have been plenty of times where I did not have access to the cheesy ways to win these fights. It is definitely nice to have access to them, though. Makes the game much easier. Right? This thing's got a lot of HP. I guess to attack twice, which is totally fair. But let's just do this. Bye-bye. Delete. Sword 3. Level 5 death's so good. Take all. That's a really tough fight if you don't have access to level 5 death. It's got a lot of HP. I think you have to use Ice Elemental Magic is the best way to deal it damage, but it's got very high defense. So you really want to be using magic and not physical attacks. But, hey, if you got level 5 death, you just walk up to it, enter the command, and then you win. And the ship. Now, time to see if we can pull a creed and get taken higher. Time to get taken higher to a place where the blind man sees. To the place with golden trees. What a good animation. Okay, everyone wakes up. I dreamt the airship was done. Congrats, it is done. Get on the airship. I can press the X button to get higher. Okay. Unless we have to deal with the cannons, right? Right, the airship cannons. What are you weak against? Death cannon. FF5 cannon. Cannon boss. Soul cannon. Yep, that's it. Let's safety save and make sure all of my characters are healed up. Land. Soul cannon, what's your deal? Level 36. Okay, so I can't just instantly kill it, which is a little annoying. But it is weak against... I can't fraction it either. I mean, I can just kill it the old-fashioned way. I've got level 2 lightning spell. Got Thundara. That should work against it. It is weak against lightning. I could also lower its level with Dark Shock just to lower its defense. So I think that's an okay path to this. And I do have the Lightning Whip, so that's a nice thing to have. Okay, gotta take these things down first, though. These little side cannons. And you can heal up in between rounds, which is cool. Let's... Sword. Bolt 2. I think Arrow 2 does good damage against these things. It does. Cool. Arrow 2. Should probably try and Deathclaw them, since that's so powerful. setting my guys on fire. Get wrecked. Stop burning my people. Let's just kill this one, see if I can take this out. Should do it, I think. Nope. Doomclaw. Can I Doomclaw these things? I can, cool. Okay. That'll make that pretty easy. Kill that one, then this one. Oh, cool. They've got blue magic too. Nice, got burn ray. Now let's heal everyone because there's no reason not to. I can go inside the ship, right? No. No, I need to fly away and then land. Heal up between battles here. Go to an inn. Crescent Town. Don't really want to die. It's a bit of a cool design that you can go up and take on the different parts of this boss one at a time instead of just having to go through the whole gauntlet. Definitely makes it much easier, but I enjoy it more than if it was just a little boss gauntlet. And a lot of the elements of FF5's design, I think, lean towards making the game more fun rather than making it more challenging. Like, we just basically had a boss rush. I fought the Sandworm, I fought Crayclaw, fought the Adamantoise, now I have to fight this thing. It's 4 bosses in a row with almost no dungeon in between any of them. And they give you all of these cool vehicles that let you bypass the dungeons, too. Okay, these things have missile. Oh, I don't have any reason to use Lightning Sword on y'all, because I'm just gonna go ahead and Doom Claw. Cool. Missile, so now I should learn Missile. Doom Claw. These are interesting. They just kind of have your HP, or 2/3 your HP every time they attack, and then they will also make your characters confused. So they don't actually damage you all that much. It's mostly just confusion and % damage. Learned Missile. Nice. Yeah, get some hard bodies. We can hit the gym. Fight. Blue magic. Perhaps you've heard of Doom Claw. Another Doom Claw. Doom Claw and Missile are a little bit redundant. They're moves that they both do fractional damage, so I don't know why you would use anything other than Doom Claw since it sets their HP to super duper low. Oh, my audio is super quiet. Weird. Let me turn myself up. Alright, I have turned myself up slightly. I might have been speaking away from the mic. Okay. I am now speaking directly into the microphone. This Kobe news is still messing me up. Yeah, man, I have complex thoughts about that in the podcast where we learned the Kobe news while we were actually recording. So we responded to that in real time. But it was, I have complex feelings because on the one hand, he was credibly charged or accused of sexual assault or rape, depending on how much of it actually holds up. None of it's good. And I tend to believe that he basically got away with a serious crime, and paid very little price for it. But on the other hand, he lived for another 10 years or so. After that crime, he played basketball. He had kids. He tried to do better as a person after that. And it's easy to banish people when they make bad mistakes, and there are some people who just keep making those same mistakes over and over and over again, and they should be condemned. But part of believing in justice is believing that people can fuck up and then can, through some action of their own, be let back into polite society. And so the act of contrition, I think it matters. Like, you should be allowed to make amends somehow. And unfortunately, he passed away before I think we really know if he would have made amends. And it's hard because of that. He visibly learned from his mistake and grew from it. Yeah, like, on the one hand, he's tremendously privileged to even have the chance to learn from his mistake. Many people don't. But at least he didn't seem to squander that opportunity, which so many people who have done worse things or been accused of similar things or worse things than what Kobe was, don't even bother trying to do better. And this all ignoring the fact that he's one of the greatest basketball players we've ever seen. Yeah, and all of this ignores what he did as a player. He was one of the best players to ever play. I actively disliked watching him play a lot of the time because his style of play was not my cup of tea. I prefer passing and teamwork. And Kobe, while he could do both of those things, he was not overtly focused on it for the most part. He did a lot of just hero ball sort of nonsense that I thought was completely antithetical to how I like the game to be played, but he was clearly tremendously skilled, one of the most skilled players to ever play, exceptional defender, earned his all-defense roles for the first 10 years of his career, one of the best Italian-speaking players to ever play the game. He was entrusted to a basketball academy he created with his own financial success to provide opportunities for underprivileged youth. Yeah, and it's really complicated. I will say that seeing some of the tributes to him at the games yesterday was pretty touching. I thought the 24-second violations, 24.8-second violations were incredible, and they moved me. But it's a shame. His daughter is another layer to the whole tragedy. Not to mention the other people on that plane. Let me see. What does the launcher... What can I do against the launcher on here? Does the launcher have any weaknesses? Okay, the Soul Cannon itself is level 36. Huh. The launcher is level 61. So I think I might be able to... I might be able to just... Let me see something. Can I Black Shock the launcher and then level 5 death it? Let's see. Level 5 death. Yeah! That'll work. So there's some death by math. I took out the launcher in one hit. Okay, let's see. Against the soul cannon itself. Does the soul cannon have anything other than a weakness to lightning? It definitely has that. No, not really. I can just reduce its level to reduce its level, though. Lower its defense. Black Shock. Well, I could also just attack it to death. That seems fine. Let's Moon Flute. Just kill this thing the old-fashioned way. Just attack it till it's dead. 1,200 damage. That'll work. The greatest show on Court Kings will go down in history as the greatest team to never win a championship. Sure will. Oh no. Galoof. Maybe second to only the Stockton Malone Jazz. Yeah, all the great teams that had the misfortune of being in the NBA when Michael Jordan was just running roughshod over everyone. Really wish you didn't kill my secondary damage dealer here, Soul Gun. Oh no. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do this again. I messed that one up. I thought I'd be able to outrace it. Okay. Let's try that again. This time I won't necessarily berserk my whole squad. And waste turns trying to take this thing's level down. It's really the wasting time that I think did me in there. Yeah, I think that this whole season's going to be weird now. Yesterday was probably the most somber basketball I've seen since... I mean, David Stern died, and I don't remember there being anything like when Kobe passed yesterday. Like, David Stern was hospitalized, and no one seemed to say boo about it, really. You need to use Bolt 2 Sword. Oh, right, this thing does hit you with aging, too. That's really annoying. Let's go ahead and Black Shock this thing. Black Shock. Cool, got it. Attack the Soul Cannon. Attack the Soul Cannon. Well, at least it's hitting the same guy over and over again. And let's Death by Math this thing. Level 5. Where is it? Level 5 Death. Level 5 Doom. Pop, pop. Down go the launchers. And then let's see how Arrow 2 does against this thing. Big nothing. Whole lot of nothing. Gob Punch. Okay, there's 128. That's not bad. Let's see how Burn Ray goes. Here's the deal. The 2002 Kings were robbed. They were robbed. You're right. They were very robbed. At least Kings fans have a legitimate gripe with that. Phoenix down. Get to the front row. Bolt sword. And let's moon flute. See if we can kill this thing fast enough. Moon flute. Attack, please. Please attack. Why are you oh, right, because he got hit with age. Right. Okay. Yeah, that's rough. I got hit with the age ability on the character who deals the most damage. That's a bummer. Is there any way to cheese this thing? Strategies. Any strategies? Oh, I can just use level 5 death immediately. I don't need to use Dark Shock. Okay, let's go ahead and change this party up a little bit, because I do have a little bit of leeway here. Let's make you a sorcerer. Also, give you blue magic. Might as well. You've got the weapons you need. Let's get everyone to the front. Murderers to the front. Dwight on Twitter saying he got thumbs up from Kobe to help him with his dunk competition. I was passing him texts on ideas on text. That's awesome. I miss when Dwight was in the dunk contest. That was fun. Tall guys aren't in the dunk contest enough. And they always lose because there's less time between them leaving the ground and being up on the rim. Level 5 death. Take those things out. Bolt sword. Damage this thing a little bit. And then let's get bolt sword on you. Come at this thing. And moon flute. I think we should be able to set the controller down and the game will play itself to victory here. Yeah, it's going to be an odd year, this NBA season. Like, it was already a little bit of an odd year, but now it's going to be even weirder. Dwight's first dunk competition is second only to maybe Vince, and the dunk duel between Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine. That Aaron Gordon-Zach LaVine was incredible. I think JaVale McGee versus Blake Griffin is really slept on because JaVale was robbed. Just horribly robbed. Rewatch that dunk contest. JaVale, I think, should have won it several times over. He dunked on 2 hoops. He dunked 3 balls. And then his last dunk, after he realized he wasn't going to beat the guy who dunked over a Kia at the Kia dunk competition, when he did a reverse jam with like his head on the other side of the backboard. Like, that was savage. And he had just had no chance. No chance at all. It's the Kia dunk competition. Like, you can't beat the guy who brings out the car that they're trying to sell at this dunk competition. Please die. That should be it. Got it. Nice. Dwight was robbed the second time, but lost because the NBA left it to the internet to decide. Yeah. Him getting robbed by Nate Robinson's 3 dunk contest wins are absurd. He wasn't a bad dunker. Like, it was very impressive what he was doing, but he got a lot of credit for being short. Your hang time just looked way more impressive when you're little. It's like this. Was Dwight the guy with the sticker dunk, or was that Gerald Green? Where he put a sticker on just to show exactly how high he was getting because it wasn't immediately obvious how impressive what he was doing. Remember when Do I dunk the ball from the back when he palmed the ball? Yeah, he was a sticker down. Before dunking it? Yeah, like... They did some really impressive stuff that was not obviously impressive visually, and that's kind of that's what the dunk contest rewards. Boy was a monster. You're not going to get any opposition for me on that. I miss Fun Dwight. Let's go ahead and save. Yeah, that 2016 dunk duel was insane. Aaron Gordon, man. I don't know. The last 2 dunk contests haven't been great, or the last 3, but there was a long time in between before Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon and those guys when the dunk contest wasn't worth watching at all anyway. So I don't think that it's suddenly being good for a few years means that that's the new normal. The normal for the dunk contest is it being disappointing. So this section, this is the one environment, I think there's 2 in the entire game that kind of incentivize you to have a Geomancer. The Geomancer kind of reveals the spots on the floor that you can walk through. Fan Wizard. Speaking of which, let me put my mage in the back row. Give me that gold armor. Give it to Bartz. Then give his mithril armor to Ferris. Cool. If you do not have a Geomancer in your squad, they do a nice job of cutting off the greenery so you can see where the invisible platforms at least start. Oh, I have no reason to fight you. We have no quarrel. Please, let me go. Cool. Haha. Sneaky. Elixir. It is cool that they at least tried to give you a good reason to have Geomancers. I mean, it's only once, but they didn't have to do it at all. And they do have an environment where there's a few levels, I think, where you walk through lava, and Geomancers prevent you from taking lava or environmental damage of any kind. Okay, come through here. Come up here. So hear me out, maybe it's time to drop the skills challenge and replace it with 1-on-1, 2-on-2, or 3-on-3 during the All-Star tournament. I'd be okay with any of that. I think the skills competition is somewhat fun, but honestly, the skills that it's testing for have so little bearing on NBA skill, like a dribbling through cones and then throwing a pass through a hoop. Like, none of those things actually correspond with NBA skill. Every NBA player can do that. It's mostly about foot speed and who gives a shit in terms of who wins those contests. And most of the time, the answer is no one. Oh, fucking dumb idiot. I forgot. What a dumb idiot I am. I don't want to fight you. The 3-point contest, I think, should stay. I think you want the 3-point contest. I think you want the dunk contest. It's still fun, even if it's kind of ridiculous. I think that the Rising Stars challenge is silly. Oh, come on. Okay, you need to start on the left side. Okay, let's try this again. 5,000 gil. A shuriken. The Ancient Sword and the Moon Ring. So the Ancient Sword's the one that I want. Ancient Sword. Then let's leave the way we came. I guess I could have taken a shortcut just by falling through the floor there. Through here. Watch out for that hole, because you can totally fall through it. Yeah, most people don't want to be in the skills competition. Would you? I mean, what? You're going to dribble through hoops, even if you do well in it. Who remembers who wins the skills competition? I don't think anyone does. The Rising Stars Challenge is ridiculous. At least they've gone with their, like, US versus the world thing, so you can get some jingoism to maybe inject a little bit of appreciation. But even jingoism can only take you so far because it's a game where no one's playing defense. Your only mandate is to not get hurt during it. There's no stakes. The All-Star game already has no stakes, but I don't think the All-Star game should have stakes. I think that it's fine to just have a nice, fun little break for these players. And I get trying to hype up the young guys and, you know, promote them. But no one wants to watch it. So, kind of let the people have what they want, and it's not the skills contest. Or the Rising Stars Challenge. Save everything. Safety save. This game's so good. Move my microphone so that it's more comfortable for me to talk into. Cool. Got a screen break there. You walk up the stairs so that when you go back through the stairs, it resets your step counter. I think I'm missing out on a couple of treasure chests in this area, but it's not super necessary. I just need to not get killed by any of these random trash mobs and stuff. Don't want to get injured too much before I get to the boss, Arrow Avis. And Arrow Avis is one of the more annoying bosses to deal with. So I think there is the treasure chests are down here. Yeah, there we go. Oh, right, this is the exit. So then the treasure chests are over here? I've got a different party configuration than I did the last few times I'm doing this, so I'm just going to go ahead and get these treasure chests, even if they're not particularly useful. And ether. And ether's good. Okay. Now let's get out of here. And Arrow Avis. What is your deal, Arrow Avis? That thing is blocking the way. FF5. Arrow. Avis. Arrow Avis, I think is what it's called. Silence beat him quickly. He can change his weakness at will. Good looking out. I think it actually stays. Okay. RKO Avis. Right. RKO Avis. Okay, what is your main weakness? What's your deal? It's level 21. So that means oh, right, but if it dies, you have to kill it a bunch of times. So manipulating its level is not actually... It starts at level 21 and then goes to level 19. And then to level 23. Then to level 24. Then level 20. The last form you can just kill outright with level 5 death. Okay. Shurikens. Blue magic. I don't have 1,000 needles. Okay, so let's just have you fight. You just attack it. Then blue magic. Black shock. There. Not dealing great damage here. I think arrow 2 just works on it. Yeah, okay. It is weak to wind. So that's good. Probably should have came in with more than one character who has access to blue magic, but what can you do? This is what I've done. Okay, so that's first form down. Big wing. Have you seen how many Chicago Bulls fans are yelling clown when Jim Boylan walks near them? No, but that's awesome. Jim Boylan sucks. Blaze. That's an annoying attack. That's bad for me. Okay. Alright, getting back into the groove here. Remembering how to beat this thing. And I'm poisoned. And I'm dead. Okay. Let's try this again. I'll have multiple characters with blue magic. I don't think I have anything to learn from this thing, so I really don't need to have all my characters have learning. Slopping through FF5. Jim Boylan certainly seems like the type of coach that's going to be fired very shortly and then have a bunch of nasty things said about him as soon as he's fired. I don't think that the Bulls are much better than they're showing, but they're definitely somewhat better than what they're showing. Jim would be a great 4th grade basketball coach. He would tell you about responsibility and just yell at you for not picking up full court, I feel like would be his deal. He'd be running full court press every single play. He'd be running the weave. Split the screen. Talking about the Princeton offense really glowingly. Which I don't know what the Princeton offense is. I just know that coaches seem to love to run it. My understanding is correct. It's an offense that is good enough that you can run it with nothing but unathletic people and still generate decent looks. I'm not one to talk. Yeah, I don't know that you're very good at basketball. I would, if I had to assume. Though I'm not exactly great. Let's go ahead and arrow 2. Arrow 2. Okay, that should be the first form. Now let's try... Let's find out. Okay, there's the first form. Now we're just dealing 200 damage. Let's see if I can see how the burn ray does against it. Fire. 300, that's better. Burn Ray. Luke Walton is actively bad at coaching. Yeah, it turns out you can't really learn all that much from a team that is completely populated with the most skilled players to ever play at some of their positions. It's not really indicative of how good you are as a coach. They're up against the Timberwolves right now. You don't want to lose to the Timberwolves. Oh no, it changed its defense. Arrow 2. Okay, I can at least damage it with this. Wait, what's the third form's deal? Can I kill it with anything cheesy? This is a kind of interesting boss design because it doesn't actually change defenses. It actually spawns a different enemy that's in the same place. So it's actually a completely separate boss each time. Okay, so this one does not have... It just absorbs fire magic. And it has no other weaknesses. Okay, that's annoying. Annoying, but killable. Karl Anthony Towns does deserve better. This is not his fault. Arrow 2. Let's keep hitting him with that wind. Karl Anthony Towns is going to be one of the most skilled players to potentially never make, go 10 years without making the playoffs. What is it with the T-Wolves wasting generational talents? I mean, they have a bad owner, and they are cheap, generally speaking. And that's a bad combination. What is the fourth form's deal? Before I get to the fourth form, let me see. Fourth form. What are you weak against? You absorb lightning and absorb healing. That's normal. Any status effect weaknesses? Ooh, the fourth form I can just fraction. Dope. Let's try and Doomclaw it. See if it's in the fourth form. It is. Excellent. Oh, shit. Arrow 2. Forgot the Coral Sword counts as lightning damage, so it absorbs it. That should take it out, and then it's going to come back, and I'm going to level 5 Doom it. Oh no, it revived. However, will I deal with this? Tycoon, yeah! What life energy? From the crystals? And then I'm like, LOL. Level 5 death. Got him. Ferris gained job level. Cool. Another boss down. With Kevin Garnett's taste, Kevin McHale got caught with his hand in the cookie jar. Yeah. You don't say. Good work, moi, ha ha. Wonder if he's evil. Papa? Don't do this, Papa. Alright. Father. We got this crystal. He's up to no good. You never want to see someone move like that when they're going downstairs. We gotta kill this guy. No, he's our dad. Okay, now we get our last job. Let's get the job randomizer. FF5 job. Job randomizer. Got him. Dope. Alright, let's see what we get when this crystal breaks. He just throws away the question mark. Krill! Gloop got his memory back. Missed you so. Papa. This was not the stopping point I meant. Actually. Salsa. Oh, right. Her name's Salsa in this game. You are Salsa. You're alive. Papa. It's further, yeah. I forgot that Krill gets introduced this early. There'll be another more important moment with Krill. Oh no. I can't believe it. It's X-Death's music. X-Death. Oh no, I'm back. Miss me, Galoof? Why isn't there a wrestling character who walks around in large armor? Like a PS1 or a Super Nintendo Final Fantasy villain. A pre-FF7 Final Fantasy villain. Damn you. Oh no, getting blasted with crystal energy. Butts, are you alright? Crystals are gone. The next is your world, Galoof. There have been plenty of wrestlers who walk around in large armor. But I mean like cartoonishly big armor. Like a knight-looking guy. Salsa, Reina, and Butts. Your work is unfinished. Raise your swords and fight. Look up the WWF/WWE Tag Team Demolition. They have big, dumb horns. Oh no, they blasted with crystals. Marianne Williamson out here, blasting with crystal energy. WWE Demolition. These guys aren't wearing armor, they're leather daddies. This is not armor. I mean like giant stupid plate mail, not leather daddy stuff. Ah, no. King Tycoon gave his life to stop the crystals. Salsa, I was never there for you. This game's so good. Reina, Salsa, combine your powers. I wish I could name her Salsa so that she's always Salsa. Oh no, there he goes. Time to get my 5th character. Okay, time to get the last jobs. Okay, time to hit the randomize button, right? And I get dancer. Ugh, I really would have liked chemist. Chemist would have been great, but okay. Dancer's fine. I've already got blue mage, so I needed to get something that was a little bit tough, I guess. Gotta be. Thank you, cutscene. Woof. Yeah, dancer's not a great one. Oh, what? The heck? Oh. Boo. Let's try this again. Paste duplicate. There we go. Rename. I am doing stream stuff, that's why I'm not mashing my way through. Properties. At least I didn't get Dragoon. Like, Dragoon is actively bad. Dancer's got a little bit more power to it. And there is a dance that ups your entire team's power. Like their level. I literally just got texted by someone asking what my thoughts on escape rooms were, and I am actively designing one. Out of the blue, someone texted me and asked me what my thoughts were on escape rooms. The world is weird. The Dragoon class is why I hated using Freya in 9. Freya is kind of a mix of Dragoon and Red Mage. Like, her skills fill a little bit more than just a traditional Dragoon. Let's return to their home planet. Oh, right, I lose access to Galoof for a second here. Which means I need Ferris or Reyna to be my 4th character. It's okay, Galoof was not a major component to this squad. Now I've got to go back to all of the meteorites and then collect the meteor energy or whatever. I think that's this section. I fight a boss rush with 3 characters. Okay, let's first get my characters so that they are correct. Because right now I have an illegal party. I have 2 sorcerers. No one is a dancer or a trainer, so I gotta correct that. Let's get someone to be a dancer. So let's go ahead and job. I might as well make it be Reyna, because Blue Mage I don't need another dancer. Cool. Learning. Yep, mithril knife. That's pretty good. Silver armband. Cool. She'll get access to ribbons, which is a nice item to have access to. Okay, I don't know if I can actually get any dancer abilities yet. I can get bard stuff from this guy. But where do I get dances from? I forget which town gives you dance stuff. Did I already buy sleep? Okay, yep, already have sleep. FF5 dances. Dancer, okay. Where do I get your skills, dancer? Dancers have to gamble being in the front row. Air knife, guy gear, sword dance, yep. Where do I get dancer abilities? The abilities... Dance is a random command. Right. 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 Woof. I forgot. Dancers and bards. I mixed up dancers and bards. Dancer's not a good one. Well, I've got a blue mage, so I can at least finish this game. But man, dancer is a bad break. My character is all healthy. Alright, I'm gonna not go straight into... you know what? Go straight into dancer. Let's try it. Do I recall Victor Oladipo's return date? Is it this week? I'm not sure. But yes, Dwight Powell's injury is a big bummer. And what? Lauri Markkanen's out for a month? That's a bummer. At least now Willie Cauley-Stein will be on a team that matters. He thought he would be on this Warriors team, and now, because of the Warriors' injury problem, he was not. Lauri injured his pelvis. Ah, that's a shame. Okay, if we go back here, Black Chocobo. I don't want to talk to it. Okay, there we go. I'm out of the loop. Okay, time to juice up the adamantite. Great. Gotta juice up this rock. Forget which boss is this one. Or is this one we just learn about this? Yeah, it's the other ones. The other ones with his boss. I don't think that it makes any sense for my team to actually have characters that don't have that are not equipped with blue magic. Like, I'm not going to be learning anything from these bosses. None of them have stuff to learn. And let's have Reyna stay a blue mage for now. Blue mage, yeah. Just because there's no reason for me to mess this up. Rui's still recovering from being kicked. Yeah. You know, at this point, he's been recovering for so long, I'm pretty sure whatever happened was serious. which you hate to see. I'm glad that the auto mod is very, very stringent. Save this. Alright, I'm going to just take out these bosses, and then I'm going to be done for the day. Okay. What's the boss here? I thought the basketball players wore cups. Some do, but it's a personal choice thing, just like not everyone wears mouth guards. Titan, right. FF5 Titan. What is your deal, Titan? Strength 45, level 1. Okay, so I definitely can't use... any death by math stuff. I can't fraction it. So the strategy is just to have enough HP to survive its final attack. Okay. How much? Is it immune to? It's immune to darkness, paralyze. Yeah, I got no cheese tactics here. That's a shame. Oh, I have two sorcerers again. I need to change that. Well, if I die here, or when I die here, I'll go ahead and do that. Arrow 2. Are you wrong that basketball players wear cups? I mean, not all of them do. Some do. Blue magic. Arrow 2. Okay, Ferris might be the only character who might be able to survive this now. Arrow 2. Okay, Arrow 2 at least does good damage. Earthshaker. Anyone? Aw, oh, come on, by 1? Come on. Boo. Boo. I kind of deserve that for having my party composition the way it was, but still, boo. Fine. Let's try this again. Put everyone in the back row because there's no reason not to. Because I'm going to be casting Arrow a bunch of times. And let's fix Ferris's job. You can be a trainer. Less likely to die that way. Can get access to float too. That's another thing I could try, but I don't think it's necessary. If I just have Bart's at full HP, I think I'm okay. And I could just like level my characters once or twice and I'd be okay. Titan's kind of the most straightforward of these bosses. Nope. Nope. Want to use blue magic, please. Thank you. Arrow 2. Just keep hitting it. This little mini boss rush. It's really the entire back half of the first world is just boss rush. It's already dead? Oh no, it's not already dead. It just used Earthshaker immediately. Cool. Great. Real jerk move. Let's heal up. Try to take this guy out. Stop hitting me. Feels like a waste to burn an elixir here, but really just want to get through this section. And I might still not even survive. That Earthshaker was rude. Please be you dying and not... Nope, he's just using it. Okay. Cool. Yep. Yeah, I'll die if you do that. If you use Earthshaker 3 times, I will lose. Assign an NBA player to the last batch of jobs. Okay, I think Zion's a Dragoon, because he jumps real high. Jaw's a Dancer. He's got those moves. Samurai. Who's a gun for hire? Kevin Durant is a samurai because he's for hire. He's a mercenary. Or Kawhi Leonard. Actually, Kawhi Leonard's way more of a samurai. And Chemist is obviously Latrell Sprewell. Or Gilbert Arenas. Someone with a drug problem. Was there any NBA player with the nickname The Chemist? Feels like it should be a good nickname. Someone should have it. How about Beastmaster, Geomancer, Ninja, Ranger, and Bard? Beastmaster, I feel like, is someone who managed to make a bunch of chuckleheads behave, and so I think it has to be Isaiah Thomas. Geomancer. I don't even know how to interpret that. It would be someone who manipulates the floor, but then is also kind of useless. Who bends the defense to their will, but ultimately is ineffective? I mean, modern day Rajon Rondo is kind of that. Ninja? Who's the ninja of the NBA? I mean... Gotta mix dealing this thing damage with also keeping my HP high, which is really annoying. Ranger is obviously Steph Curry. Bard. Victor Oladipo is a bard. Easy. Hate having to use tonics to heal. Okay, cool. I think I've got a chance because he did not use Earthshaker. And I'm going to get a full round of attacks in. There we go. Cool. That should do it. Survive, please. Oh, are you kidding me? Mark Jackson would be a good Geomancer, except he's good. Ninja. Gotta be someone fast. I mean, if I just leveled my characters up like once, I think I'd be okay here. I just need a little bit more HP. Oh, no, not that godforsaken save. Ninja, someone who's a... Nah, Someone with a lot of steals would be your thief. It'd be like your Chris Paul. Okay, let's get better equipment for my people. Because I'm getting worked. John Stockton for Ninja. John Stockton's not quick enough. You want someone fast, someone who gets in and out. Even though he had a lot of steals, he's not really Jared Dudley. Don't you be rude to Jared Dudley. Someone ground back. Zach Randolph is a real geomancer. Green Beret. Let's get some ninja suits. See how that do. Jason Kidd for ninja. Jason Kidd works. He works as a ninja. He throws things too. He's really good at throwing things. Alright, I need to change your job, Ferris. You need to be a trainer. Blue magic. And ninja suit. Okay, cool. Good at running into cups of water. Yep. Intentionally running into... He deploys tools to get himself out of bad situations. Real ninja-like. Running into a cup of water is truly the smoke bomb of the NBA court. Okay, I need some items to heal my squad here. He brings his own set of knives. There's really nothing better than tonics, huh? For me. Give me 10 tonics, I guess. I don't know. I could stand to have just like a little bit more leveling. I guess there's not really better equipment to get at this stage of the game. Alright, I think I'm just about done. So let me give it one more shot at the Titan. One more attempt here at Titan, and then I'll call it regardless of the outcome. Amazed the coaching situation on the Lakers has not imploded by now. Yeah, it's a real head scratcher that hasn't blown up in everyone's face. I really expected it to go bad. What? How much more? 400 experience. That's a lot of experience. I don't want to level. But Frank Vogel's actually a good coach. He's been a good coach for multiple stints now. I kind of expected him to be a good coach. I just thought he'd get knifed for no good reason. Yo, what happened? Did something happen? Do we have more breaking news? Watching the King game, and oh my god, okay. What happened? Oh, my party's in the front row again, like an idiot. Oh yeah, Shabazz Napier is still in the league. Yeah. Unclear. Considering he was professionally, like his one professional skill was LeBron kind of liking him. I thought a good play happened, but no. It's just Shabazz Napier still being in the NBA. Against all odds. Am I just instantly dead? No. Survive with 1 HP. Cool. I'll use an elixir if I survive. Do I? Nope, don't survive. Cool. Alright, I'll give it one more attempt because I didn't move my squad to the back row there. That's really a lousy mistake. Let's try this one more time now. This time we'll move everyone to the back row so they don't get punched to death. Back row. Cool. Hate this boss. I hate bosses that do last, like, throes of death attacks. Especially ones that are as powerful as Earthshaker. Like, if you don't know to plan for it, it's just such a bummer. Your squad just gets murdered out of nowhere. Especially because Titan doesn't have that much HP. It's really just a matter of dealing him a little bit of damage and avoiding this attack. Oh no, Shabazz Napier was drafted before Nikola Jokic. That's a bad look. And Clint Capella. Ooh. Yeah, the Clint Capella pick was just really low-hanging fruit. He seemed like he was going to be good the moment he was drafted, too. And Bogdan, yeah. Shabazz Napier was... That might be one of the lowest value picks in recent memory. It's just... This is dumb. I shouldn't do this. I'll want these later, I'm sure. Got him. Just 2 elixirs, that's all it took. That's dumb. I'm not saving this. I'll come back and I'll deal with this later. Alright. Good stream. Thanks everyone for watching. I'll slop through Titan another time. Peace.